Out of there in YouTube, it's your boy Josh Shop.
It's your boy Jay.
Another episode of Sports Talk 10, y'all. Now, in this episode, we're going to do a whole series review of Echo. You can find it on Disney Plus. Before you get started,
Mhm.
make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Also, after, make sure you know, I'm gonna leave a comment. Also, join the Discord too as well. We
Yep.
can interact. We can discuss. We got different, rooms and stuff. We can all talk about different topics. All right. So, what was
Um,
your first reaction? Marvel Echo episode one.
um, I actually like this way that they do it because actually I think they changed it from being a special presentation to a Marvel spotlight, which they will
Mhm.
spotlight certain characters, but they won't have as many episodes as a Disney Plus, like a regular Disney Plus show. So other than
Mhm.
your normal, was it eight? I think normal 8 episodes, you get five. I
Oh,
didn't
that's
like the fact that they. Hmm?
oh no, keep going. I mean never interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, no, I was about to say I actually like that way, especially when it's a new character. I do like it that way that they you can just do 5 episodes of binge like a binge release, other than doing it weekly. Because sometimes, really, to be honest, lately when you look at it, the the weekly episodes don't work for everything. Like it only works for certain shows. And I
Yeah,
think with
yeah.
Marvel,
You have to be a popular character to do a
yeah,
weekly show. Echo
yeah,
is I know of Echo from the comic books. I don't think a lot of people know Echo that much.
hmm,
So she's not a household name. So
yeah. And then of course by her being associated with the Heroes for Hire, Kingpin's Mayor storyline,
mhm.
Daredevil, Punishers, like she's in a lot of the New York based comic books. Not the I don't think she's in the Young Avengers, but I could be wrong. Um but as far as the big four, as far as New York superheroes, Spider Man, Deadpool, um, even even Spider Man to some extent, she's in those comics. So she's been in New York based comic books for a while. But the fact that but going off the series, not to go off the comic book history, but that could be another discussion by itself. But going off the series, I like the fact that they did it that way, where they actually showed a backstory from how she got to the point where she did shoot Kingpin. Like they show her whole back history.
Yeah.
Um, to find out that her actual, the funny thing was to find out that her leg, like how her leg was actually lost, was from a car accident. I thought it was just another situation. I thought it was
Yeah.
because when she got older. I thought it was when she got older is when she lost the leg. It was
Oh
actually
no.
from her being a
It
kid. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great explanation of how she lost her leg. It was a good backstory. Also, they
Mhm.
started off with like her Native American background. I
Yeah.
believe is it
It was
Choka? I believe it's Choka.
choke,
Cho,
choke,
Cho,
choka,
Chota.
yeah, choka,
Chota.
choka tribe.
Correct
Yeah.
me. I probably butchered it. I
Yeah.
apologize if we trying our best. I'm hooked on phonics right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how they explain her backstory, but I think I'm trying to think. It was some good action scenes in it. I probably can give it away. She fought Daredevil. They had a good
I
battle.
and I like the way that they broke it down that way because it actually made it look like Daredevil was like the bad guy from Earth's standpoint. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Uh, but I got high. I ain't gonna say high hopes, but Daredevil is looking very promising right now. If it's going off of Echo,
He got to get his cameo in to lead into to
yeah,
the revamp of all the old Netflix Marvel shows, pretty much.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, because they did canon it. That was another thing. They did
Hmm.
canon all of the Netflix shows. So the Defenders, Iron Fist, Luke Cage,
Hmm.
Punisher, Daredevil, they're all canon in the MCU.
But what
Thank
about
God.
Echo Mom's death? That was, it was
Not
planned. The
yeah,
breaks were
planned.
not
Yeah,
working. We're gonna say that.
yeah, because they thought it was going to be the father. That's why they thought it was going to be the father that was going to be the one driving it. So
Mhm.
Obviously, we don't know who it is. Maybe it was Kingpin. We don't know, but
Mhm.
I'm starting to think it was or somebody that's associated with Kingpin because like I said, the storyline continued of him killing her father. So it's the mother death thing was kind of like tricky, if I say,
Mhm.
because it was just a regular run, like a regular store run, like you said. Now all of a sudden the brakes don't work. Then she runs into a truck that looked like it didn't have a driver. Like let's be let's be honest, the
We
seat was
don't.
empty. Like the
Mhm.
seat was empty, and maybe it was just a stunt thing for Marvel or one of those things where it's supposed
Hey,
to be somebody in the car.
Tay, they only 5 episodes in. They don't got the big budget. They're not Loki.
Exactly.
Season
That's
two,
why I was
bro.
like,
They're not
mm,
Loki season two. They're not One Division. They don't get all the special effects. Budget's not that
exactly.
big, man. Budget's not that big.
Yeah. But like I said, but if it's something like that, you at least to see who's the driver of the car. But
Mhm.
I digress. But yeah, the fact to see how her mom died and that what made her,
Mhm.
well, not even say it wasn't her per se. It was
Mhm.
just that her grandmother didn't like the lifestyle that her father was living at the time because it was a death risk every time. And
Yeah,
just so happily it wasn't
he
him.
wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't living life right. But that's when he moved to New York, and then
But
it
then,
pretty much showed her going from Oklahoma to New York, pretty much,
yeah,
and how she got into the life. That's I'm paraphrasing. I don't want to go in
yeah.
detail play by play, but that's pretty much.
But the fact that the fact that he joined the tracksuit mafia so fast was kind of like, oh wow, this is really a jump, like a time jump, because it went from him just being in Oklahoma, like you said, from Oklahoma going to New York, seeing
Mhm.
her doing her karate class to now he's getting murked on,
Mhm.
on screen, not
Mhm.
off screen, on screen by Ronan. So it's like,
Mhm.
damn, we don't even know enough backstory on him for real. Like,
Mhm.
do you want to have a backstory on the father? But like you said, it's not based off him. It's really based off Echo. So you digress with
Yeah,
that.
you watching it from Echo's point of view. Echo's point
Exactly.
of view. Yeah,
Yeah.
for Echo's point of view. Everything for Echo point.
Yeah. But I did like the fact that, like you said, I did like the fact that they jumped scenes from previous shows to her point where she got to Hawkeye. So I did like the fact that they included those characters and
Mhm.
that storyline into the story as a whole. Now you get more into it with the next following episodes we'll review later, but this one actually made perfect sense on how you actually should do a warm up, like actually a warm up episode. You go through the
Yeah.
backstory. You don't just go straight into it, especially if you don't know the character. You show the backstory, and that was a perfect way of showing the backstory, but showing glimpses of each part of her life, going to that point of, like I said, through the after the event of Hawkeye. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. Any predictions, anything? It was fairly straightforward. Fairly straightforward. Gave a little bit of pass, led to the present. Kingpin didn't get killed. If you watch Hawkeye, I'm
yeah,
about to give a
Hawkeye, yeah,
potential spoiler. They did show at the end when she pulled the
mm,
trigger. We didn't know if
yeah,
he did or not, but it looks like he survived. If you watch it, this is a big spoiler. He survived,
mm.
which I'm going to predict he's not going to be a happy camper.
Is he
He's
ever?
coming.
Let's be honest with you, it's
He's not
Kingpin.
a
Is
happy
he
camper.
ever?
I'm saying that.
That man been angry since he was a kid. Like I don't think he
Mhm.
ever been happy in his life. Like ever.
Yeah.
Um, and I do think we're gonna see some more. And I do believe we will see some more family and characters in this
Yeah,
episode as well.
I think they might explain her mom a little bit more because they didn't
Yeah,
even give her a
yeah.
name. Her name is just mom.
Hmm.
Like yeah. So they might give more backstory on her mom. I think they might reveal maybe she might slowly start developing powers because they let off with her Native American background
Hmm.
and
And they had special, yeah, and they had like special abilities as
yes,
well.
yeah.
So, yeah, yeah. Because I was like, yeah, because even with them, it's like, matter of fact, you know what that remind me of? It remind me of like like the Miss Marvel
Hmm.
series when they find out about the Bengals that her grandmother
Hmm.
was the one that discovered it. But with Echo, it's her ancestors that actually had these powers that's been passed on through generations.
Hmm.
So somewhat they're miracle, or are they just special beings? That's the other thing I was trying to figure out as well. But
But
well,
they probably gonna slowly reveal. They
yeah,
probably gonna
yeah,
slowly reveal. Um,
yeah,
what will you get a rating of this? Any predictions? Hold on. Any predictions? Maybe further now. I saw that gave it away. Kingpin's probably gonna come out there and
yeah. The big story of the whole thing is that Kingpin's alive. So we already know he ain't gonna, like you say, he ain't gonna be happy. So he's gonna try to
he's
find a
gonna
way to
be
either. I think he's either gonna find a way to get to her, like to bring her back into the family some way somehow, like using them as leverage or something. Or I think they're gonna do, or I think that the fact, and we'll find out, like you said, we'll find out more about the history of her mother side, like her mother's side, like the grandmother, the cousins, and all that.
happy.
Um, but as far as King's fan, yeah, King's fan ain't gonna be happy. He's gonna try to find a way to bring her back to New York to be under his wing yet again.
Hmm.
And try to control her somewhat because everybody know Kingpin. He don't like to be told no. he
No, he
don't
doesn't.
like to be
He doesn't.
he don't like to be told no, and he definitely ain't gonna like you if you tell him no and you try to kill him. So I mean, it's just it's gonna be a revenge, probably one of those revenge plunges, just taking picks at her from here, from here
Yeah.
on out type of thing.
All right. So what will you get a rating? Episode one. 1 to 10 or 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best.
Um, I give it a solid 7. I don't think it
Yeah,
was bad.
I'm about you. It's about a C. I give it about a C.
Yeah,
C
like I
average.
said, I
7.
think it's one of the best introductions as far as a Disney plus Marvel show. I definitely say it's one of the best introductions. Overall episode, like I said, it's like about a C. It's average best
It's gonna
overall.
get better. It's good better.
Yeah,
The Daredevil, collab. I mean, his scene that was good.
yeah. I mean, the fact that they just brought, like I said, the fact that they just brought it into the canon is good. Like I'm happy that they actually kept it with the canon of MCU. So I'm just happy that they actually kept the the footage from Hawkeye and using it as much as the footage for Daredevil or that or anything that she was in. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, okay. All right. I think I'm with you. We both gonna give it about a 7. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
C. All right. Anything else you like to add?
No, just be on the lookout for the remaining 4 episode reviews that's coming out. Like we
We're
said,
gonna try to release it like at least once a week, or we might do every couple of days. Because there's
yeah,
5 episodes. I know it's gonna seem like we're stretching it.
yeah. But like we said at the beginning of the episode, beginning of this, like, subscribe, let us know what you think about episode 1. Join the Discord, which that'll be in the description as well. We talk about everything: NFL, NBA, gaming. We might even have a gaming channel coming soon. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout.
All right. Peace and hair grease.
Peace and love, y'all.